So, you're thinking about solar for your van, your boat, or maybe an off grid cabin. Awesome. But I bet there's one question that's been nagging at you, the one that everyone asks. Today, we are going to tackle it head on, but probably not in the way you're expecting.
This is it, right? This is the classic starting point. Do I get one of those foldable suitcase panels that I can just plop down in the sun? Or do I go all in and permanently mount panels on the roof? It feels like a simple trade-off between being able to move it around and having it bolted down for good. But here's the thing, and this is really the whole point of our chat today. From an engineering standpoint, that is completely the wrong question. The real question, the one that actually determines whether your system is going to be efficient, reliable, and most importantly, safe, is this. Which one is electrically correct? And trust me, that changes everything. So let's talk about the wrong question. To really get what electrically correct means, we first have to peel back the layers on why so much of the advice you see online, well, it kind of misses the point. It's all surface level stuff, and that can get you into some real trouble.
You know the advice I'm talking about. It's all about convenience, a simple list of pros and cons. It's that whole plug-and-play dream. But the engineering reality? Oh, it's a totally different world. We're talking about things like voltage mismatch, wire sizing, proper grounding, and actual measurable power loss. These are the things that make or break a system, and they're almost never mentioned in the marketing.
All right, section 2, the physics of power. To get this right, we have to go back to school for a minute. We need to talk about the fundamental physics because these are the hard and fast rules of electricity. You can't negotiate with them, you can't ignore them. They apply to every single solar panel out there. Okay, first up, voltage. The easiest way to think about voltage is to picture a garden hose. Voltage is the pressure of the water in that hose. It's the oomph, the force that's pushing everything along. Higher pressure, more force. Simple.
Next, we've got current. Now, if voltage is the pressure in the hose, current is the actual amount of water flowing through it. It's the volume, the flow rate. So you have pressure pushing, and you have a volume of stuff flowing. Got it?
And this is where the magic happens. Power, what we measure in watts, is what you get when you multiply that pressure by that flow. Power equals voltage times current. This one little formula is the absolute key. It's the secret to understanding why a 100-watt fixed panel and a 100-watt portable panel can perform so differently.
And that formula reveals two totally different ways of thinking. Fixed systems are usually wired to create high voltage, which means they need very low current to make the same amount of power. And this is huge because low current means way less energy is wasted as heat in the wires. But portable systems, they're the opposite. They run on low voltage, so they have to crank up the current to get any work done. And all that high current just creates more heat, which is just lost, wasted power.
So now we're getting to the heart of it. Efficiency, that hidden gap. Because of those different electrical approaches, there's a huge difference in real-world performance. Let's dig into exactly where all that precious power you're making is actually disappearing to. Okay, a massive piece of this puzzle is the charge controller. It's the brain of the operation. Most portable kits come with these cheap, simple PWM controllers. And honestly, they're kind of dumb. They just drag the panel's voltage down to whatever the battery's voltage is, and in the process, they just throw away power. Fixed systems, though, use smart MPPT controllers. These things are like little supercomputers, constantly hunting for that perfect voltage and current combo to squeeze every single last watt out of your panel. And I mean, look at the difference here. It is just staggering. A PWM controller, you might be lucky to get 70% of your panel's rated power into your battery. But an MPPT controller, we're talking 95, even up to 98% efficiency. That is not a small difference. That's a performance chasm.
Let that sink in for a second. We're talking about a potential 30% more power just by using the right kind of controller. That's 30% faster charging, 30% more energy to run your stuff, all from the exact same solar panel. This is a massive advantage that properly engineered fixed systems have.
And it doesn't even stop there. Portable setups have a few other gremlins working against them. You know those super long, convenient extension cords? Yeah, they cause a ton of voltage drop, which means less power gets to your battery. And let's be honest, you're never really getting that perfect angle to the sun all day long. And like we already said, that high current is just constantly bleeding energy as heat.
Okay, we've talked a lot about getting the most power. But now we have to switch gears to something that is way more important, safety. Because a badly designed system, I don't care if it's portable or fixed, isn't just inefficient, it can be incredibly dangerous.
Here's a quick side-by-side look.
And you'll notice right away, for portable systems, the shock and fire risks are flagged as high. That's usually because of bad connectors, undersized wires, and a total lack of grounding. Fixed systems, if you do them right, have lower electrical risks, but then you've got to worry about new things like the panels getting ripped off the roof or causing a leak.
So let's get specific on the portable dangers. Those little plastic MC4 connectors that everyone uses, if they get loose or dirty, they can create an electrical arc. That's like a tiny lightning bolt, and it can absolutely start a fire. Most of these kits aren't grounded either, which means a frayed wire could make the whole metal frame live with electricity, a huge shock hazard. And we see it all the time, people using extension cords that are way too thin and they get dangerously hot.
Now, don't think fixed systems get a free pass. They have their own set of very serious dangers. Every hole you drill in your roof is a potential leak if it's not sealed perfectly. A big gust of wind can turn a poorly mounted panel into a sail. And here's one a lot of people miss. On a really cold, sunny day, a panel's voltage can spike way up and literally fry your expensive charge controller. And in any system, putting in the wrong size fuse is just asking for a fire. So after all of that, the physics, the efficiency, the scary safety stuff, how in the world do you actually make a decision? Well, we're going to stop asking which is better. Instead, we're going to build a framework to help you choose what is right for your specific goal. Let's just boil it all down. If your number one top priority above all else is convenience, you're just charging a phone and a speaker on a weekend camping trip, then yeah, a portable system makes sense. But if your goal is performance, if you're trying to run a refrigerator or a power inverter day in and day out, and you need it to be bulletproof reliable, a properly engineered fixed system is really the only way to fly. So here it is, your 3-step plan to get it right. First, you have to do the math. Figure out exactly how much power you actually use every day. Step 2, be really honest with yourself. What is your main goal? Is it grab-and-go mobility, or is it rock-solid performance? You can't really have the best of both. And finally, step 3, and this one is non-negotiable, you have to engineer it for safety. It doesn't matter which one you pick, use the right size wires, the right size fuses, and quality components, period. And that really leaves us with one final question that I want you to think about. When you look at your own system or the one you're dreaming up, ask yourself this. Is it just a collection of convenient parts you clip together? Or is it a true system, thoughtfully engineered from the ground up for safe, reliable, and efficient performance? The answer to that question will tell you everything you need to know.